Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. So today we're going to be doing the general predictions reading for February, and instead of putting little things on the piles this time, I've put different cards, different doors, just because I'm hoping that for all of you this year is going to bring something new, something better than the previous year did. So you can choose the door that you're feeling most drawn to. So I would say, the one that you feel most intuitively pulled towards, that will be the best door for you to choose. We'll look at those in a moment. I just want to say a personal thank you to everyone who's donated to the channel. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you to all of my patrons, including Alexandra, Kat, Kelly, Shelley, and Ron. Thank you so much for all of your support. And I also want to say that recently on a couple of videos that I've posted, there's been a few issues on YouTube's end. I'm not sure why, why that's happened to this channel in particular, but on some videos there have been sound quality issues. On one video in particular, there's been an issue where people couldn't actually watch it from their phone. If you were on mobile, there was a real issue with uploading it on the phone. Not sure why. I haven't done anything differently, but unfortunately that's what happened with YouTube. So I just want to apologize for anyone who has had difficulties with some of my most recent videos. But I haven't done anything differently to what I normally do, so it appears to have been a problem while YouTube was processing those videos. So yeah, let's move on to the piles now and just kind of ask yourself, what is coming towards me in February? What can I expect from February 2021? We'll be doing charms and dice as always, as well as tarot and lots of oracle cards. So on pile 1, we have Daughter Spirit. And I've arranged them so they're 32, 33, 34. And pile 1 will be using the Tarot of the Gnomes. So that's pile 1. Pile 2 is Daughter Romance, and that will be using Tarot in Wonderland. And pile 3 is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, and that will be using the Ramses Tarot of Eternity. So whichever pile or piles you're feeling most drawn to, whichever door you want to open to go into February 2021, that will be your most accurate message, the one that you feel the most intuitively pulled towards. So the one that you can't take your eyes off, or the one that you feel tingly at when you look at it. You can pause the video if you need more time. You can watch multiple piles if you want to. If you feel equally drawn to 2 piles, that's fine. Just take what resonates in this reading as always and leave what doesn't. This is a general reading on YouTube. It's not a private reading, so it's got to reach a lot of people, and it may be that not every message here today is a message for you. And if that's the case, just let it go with love and accept the messages that you feel are for you. And when you're ready, everyone, I will start with pile number 1. Hey there, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose Daughter Spirit, number 32, and the Tarot of the Gnomes, then this is going to be your reading. And I will be shuffling from that deck as well. So, Daughter Spirit deck is energy oracle cards. I will be getting you an additional message from those cards. So, Group 1, let's see what's coming towards you in February. Okay, so we've got 3 tarot cards to start off your reading. The first one is Umjärenlist, and that means temperance. So that's Sagittarius energy coming through. Then Pjorka Bulav, the 5 of Wands, and it says Rost, so growth. And then we have Rytsar Bulav, so the Knight of Wands, 2 Wands cards, Carriera, career. Interesting. So lots of fire energy coming out here, because we've got Sagittarius coming out very strongly, but we also have Aries and Leo as well. So it feels like this is going to be a time of you overcoming obstacles, especially in terms of education, career, finances, any kind of blocks where you just haven't been able to think of ideas, creative blocks, energy blocks as well. I see that those of you have been struggling with enthusiasm, or just physically having the energy to do something, that is going to be resolved in February. It's like this resolution of obstacles. And I'm also seeing from this particular card that you are going to stop a problem before it gets out of control, before it gets out of hand, while it's still quite a small problem, you know, whether that's for yourself personally or maybe someone else. If you realize that they're in trouble and you're able to help them, you're going to be stopping a problem in February before it gets too big to handle. So that's a very positive message. Group 1, I also see better health in general. I feel like some of you have been struggling physically as a result of stress or poor sleep, poor eating habits, and that's going to be resolved or in some sense improved in February. So we have Vasilisa the Brave, number 18, courage. So increased courage in February. And I feel like that is in relation to these problems that you're tackling, you know, standing up to issues, facing your fears, being brave enough to actually own and accept that you've made a mistake, or that you are struggling, or that you're finding something difficult, you know, actually acknowledging the situation that you're in, which is a very brave thing to do. February. Okay, so we have grace here, yellow jasmine, and also dignity with the dahlia flower. So it's interesting because I find like grace and dignity kind of go together very well. And I also feel that they both go well together when someone is facing a fear or when someone is standing up to difficulty, because, you know, it takes bravery to do that, but also to do it in a dignified way. You know, I don't see you kind of breaking down or losing it with anyone in this month. It's like you stay dignified, you stay elegant and in control of yourself at all times, which is amazing. It's funny actually, because you picked Daughter Spirit, Group 1, and I've chosen a lot of kind of spiritually oriented cards to use in this reading, just completely by random. I always pick cards that feel like they're calling out to me when I'm getting ready to film a video, take them out of their boxes, get them ready. But I ended up picking quite a few that have a bit of a spiritual theme. So we have altar there, dedication. So dedication maybe to spirit, of course, because this is very much a spiritual card. But it could be dedication to reaching certain goals, because we have got that career card there. It feels like you're kind of determined to improve your situation, whatever that means for you personally, Group 1. It's like you just want to reach goals. You want to see things changing tangibly as a result of your efforts. And so you're going to be putting that work in February, and you're going to be seeing, I feel, rewards towards the end of the month, or possibly in early March. You're going to be seeing rewards for the effort that you have put in. Okay, so we have become more objective there, number 4, which is interesting as well. You know, maybe trying to detach yourself from your difficulties or your challenges in order to make more logical, less emotionally charged decisions. Or this could also be referring to you counseling a friend. You know, you see a friend who's in trouble, you want to help them, but you know that you can't do that from the perspective of a friend. You've got to kind of take on the perspective of someone who is not emotionally invested in the situation. So trying to become more objective in February. Let's get you a message from passed over loved ones or spirit guides if you don't have any loved ones in spirit. So message for Group 1 in February, please. let the animals on earth support you. Feel their unconditional love. Number 41. So you're going to be taking a special comfort from animals in February and from the natural world in general, I feel. I don't think for all of you it's animals. I think for some of you it is plants, it's trees, it's a breeze blowing through the grass. It's like these small things connected to nature seem to bring you a lot of comfort and a lot of peace in February. Okay, so then we have the Angel Gate, number 9, cleansing, protection, and blessing. What a gorgeous card. So I'm particularly drawn to the word cleansing because I feel it connects to this Temperance card, the kind of water washing over you, clearing you of any guilt or blame, past mistakes, etc., healing you very much as well. It's like this month is going to be the beginning of a fresh start for you, like you're trying to wipe away what's happened in the past and move on in your mind. So this is the beginning of something new for you, group 1. Really interesting. Protection and blessing is nice as well. You know, that's again very connected to spirit, this sense of these guardians and angels watching over you and caring for you. Metamorphosis just dropped out while I was doing a pre-shuffle, so that's number 25. So big changes about to come in your life, group 1. Commitment in the reverse, number 36. So needing this dedication, needing to put in more commitment in order to get what you want. Maybe you have been kind of neglecting spirit a little bit, and I say that with no judgment. You know, sometimes we just don't have time to meditate, or we feel like we don't have the energy to connect with spirit on a regular basis, which is completely normal. But it's like in February, you want to start making time. You want to start showing up for spirit. You want to deepen that connection to whatever spiritual practice you have or are hoping to develop. Then we have number 36, second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So sacral chakra issues. This is very much about intimacy, creativity, self-expression, group 1. So there could be a blockage in your sacral chakra. This could be an area that you need to work on a little bit more. I'm very drawn actually to the fact that in this reading you've got a lot of orangey yellow colours. So that could be something you want to wear or just have around you to encourage more self-expression, to encourage the right energies in for you in this month. Seems to be something that's popping out more in my readings, that I'm noticing colour schemes, and I feel like I have to comment on it in case other people don't notice. Get you a Dragon Oracle card, group 1. Whoa, orange. Orange was the first one that popped out there. Golden Solar Dragon helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. So developing the divine masculine within yourself, whether you are female or male, it doesn't matter. We all have both masculine and feminine energies within us. So this says, let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. So working on all of those things that are traditionally associated with the masculine, like confidence, assertiveness, all of those things, which are also very connected to the sacral chakra as well, about expressing oneself. And then Green Dragon says, help you to tune in to the secrets of nature, which I was talking about with that card from your loved ones in spirit with the animals. Receive answers and guidance from nature. Align with your divine essence. So I would encourage lots of walking in this month, group 1. And I feel like walking not with headphones in, you know, walking and being present in the walk, listening out for what messages and signs spirit wants to give you. I feel like it's going to be very peaceful and very calming for you. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Okay, so this is one of the loving words from Jesus cards, and this is about saying try something new, I feel, but also, like, in a sense, ask for help. If you're the one who's struggling, then ask for help. But I feel it's more like you're going to help someone else. In this month, it's like someone knocks on your door and you're there for them. And again, we have this kind of glowing golden yellow light, orangey light. So it's popping up again and again. But yeah, knock and it shall be opened unto you. When you start doing things and thinking about things, that energy comes towards you more. Wow, this just shot out of the deck. Sanat Kumara, light activation. What does this say? Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. So just all these gorgeous repeated messages. Light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Wow. I feel like I want another one. Group 1 in February. So it's very spiritual, Group 1. I'm wondering now if all of the piles are going to actually, you know, align with the doors that I put on, because I wasn't sure if they would. Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So when it says mother healing, that doesn't necessarily mean healing the relationship with your mother if you feel like that relationship is okay. It can be any sort of mother figure in our lives. You know, if you've ever felt neglected or let down, or you felt the absence of a mother figure like a grandma, an auntie, an older sister, maybe even someone like a female teacher who you feel was unkind to you. That's all possible for you at this time, Group 1, and there is this increased sense, I feel, of peace and calm in February, which is lovely. So I'm going to get you your affirmation for this month, and then we're going to move on to your charms and dice, okay? Oh, that was really quick. Okay, so Group 1, your affirmation for February is timing. The timing is just right for my dreams, desires, and goals to manifest. So that's what you need to keep in your mind, that the timing is right for these things to happen for you now. So let's get your charms on top, and I will be shuffling them. So if you don't like the sound of the charms, if it really grates on you, especially if you have the volume turned up really loud, I would advise turning it down just while I shuffle them, because they can be a bit loud. And I know some of you love the sound, some of you don't. So I always try and remember to say. So Group 1, February 2021, what's coming towards you? Okay. So we've got the winter charm, and obviously in the Northern Hemisphere, this is winter time, so that makes a lot of sense. For those of you who aren't in the Northern Hemisphere, it can be about planning for winter, or really thinking about something that happened in the past winter, so really reflecting on something that happened in the winter time. We've also got a lot of letters. We've got the letter D, the letter L, and we also have S and X. So those could be people's names, they could be places, they could be words coming to you. Don't worry if nothing comes, because it might not be for you. We've got the 12th house as well there, so endings, getting ready for new beginnings, which was what I felt, wasn't it? I was saying that this feels like the beginning of something new for you, the beginning of a new beginning in a way. Material comfort and security, we've got household issues there, so enjoying spending time in the home, some of you thinking of moving or doing DIY work. We've got the 3 of Cups there, lovely socializing, light-hearted time spent with friends, love that charm. We've got Aries as well, so as I said, strong fire sign energy for this group, but I also get a little bit of stubbornness from the little ram charm, the Aries charm. So possibly someone being stubborn in not asking for or accepting help. That seems to be a bit of a theme for you. There's also more adventure coming your way in February, Group 1. There may be the option to travel for you, the opportunity to go somewhere new or book some kind of holiday or traveling experience. We also have the sheath here, which is about someone hiding something, keeping something to themselves. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if a friend is struggling and they just haven't mentioned it, like they're too proud to say, oh, I'm having money issues, or I'm really struggling at work, or I don't think I'm going to pass this exam. And I feel like they're going to talk to you about it in February, or you're going to figure it out and there's going to be a discussion. Sorry if you can hear drilling in the background. My neighbors are doing some DIY work, and I can't do anything about that. But yeah, the sheath, it's like, you're going to find out what this is and you're going to be able to help this person, like, really a lot. And if it's you who's struggling, then know that there is this helper out there. You just need to make them aware of your issues. So knock and it shall be opened unto you. And your final charm is this little hairdryer. So this feeling of blowing hot and cold, you know, feeling of uncertainty, not sure what you want to do or where you're going. So this could also be about hesitating to ask for help. It could also be about not sure whether someone is doing all right or not, and you feel like you should check up on them, but you don't want to kind of encroach on their space. I would just say, if you are worried about someone, let that be known in a gentle way, because it's kind of better to be safe than sorry. It's better to be there for someone, or potentially to annoy someone who doesn't need help, than to kind of not offer help to someone who does need it but is too shy to talk about it. So we'll put your dice on top as well to finish your reading, Group 1. It looks like an interesting month ahead. So we are using the Voyager's dice, and that's funny because you've got that little travelling charm there, so maybe this will tell us more about that for those of you that might have the opportunity to travel. Okay, just 2 dice, so not very many this time round, but that's fine. So Group 1, February, what's coming up? What lies ahead in February for my lovely Group 1 viewers? Interesting. So the monkey charm, spending time with someone who was born in the year of the monkey. And this is also about playful, light-hearted energy, which is similar to the 3 of Cups in a way. Letting your hair down, trying not to worry as much. You know, that lovely childlike energy where you just live for the moment, and don't worry too much about the future. And then we have the treasure map, which is gorgeous, one of my favorite dice and charms, because I have a charm of this as well. And this just means you'll find what you seek. But I also feel in this context, it's talking about you looking at potential opportunities to travel, looking at potential destinations, maybe for this year or next year even. You know, it's like you're planning a travel, you're planning some kind of trip. Some of you are planning a move. But yeah, you will find what you're looking for, whether it's peace, whether it's a solution to a problem, whether it is a deeper connection to spirit. This month holds those answers for you and holds those solutions. So I hope you're excited, Group 1, because it seems like a nice month. Not too much conflict. You're going to overcome any conflict that comes your way. There's a lot of personal development here. So do let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. Please do like and subscribe. Share with a friend if you haven't already. And for anyone who'd like to get more involved in what I do here on the channel, thank you so much. You can check out the description box because I have lots of links there. So you could go and follow me on my social media pages if you'd like to do that. You can join me on my Patreon page and get access to exclusive content on there and just get to know me a little bit better. If you'd like to donate to the channel, then I have a PayPal link. I have an Etsy tips jar, and I do also have an Amazon wishlist for tarot and oracle decks. So thank you to everyone who's donated. And also I'm still offering angel healing sessions over on Etsy. If that interests anyone, you can definitely go and check that out. But thank you so much for spending your time with me here today, Group 1. We've picked some lovely cards for you today. I hope you have an amazing month ahead, full of lots of happiness and greater connection to spirit. And thank you. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me today. Bye-bye. Take care. Hi there, Group 2. If you chose Daughter Romance, number 33, and Tarot in Wonderland, then this is going to be your reading. So, see what's coming up for you in February, Group 2. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say first of all. We've got Page of Cups. Nice way to start. Then 8 of Wands. Interesting. And the Star. Okay, so I'm seeing Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Aquarius popping out for this reading. Firstly, the Star is one of my favourite cards in the tarot. I feel like you have a lot to look forward to, not just in February. This seems to be the start of renewed optimism for you. There's going to be a lot of long-term happiness coming your way very soon. I also see that health is improved in February and will continue to improve over the long term. Page of Cups as well. This could be a new person coming into your life, friend or romantic. It feels like there are these fresh new feelings coming your way where you feel appreciated, you feel happy to know someone. So gorgeous message there. And also potentially with Page of Cups and the Star, increased psychic intuition, increased awareness of what is going on around you. And then Eight of Wands as well. This is this beautiful card of manifestation. So things that you've been hoping to achieve or materialize start coming into your life. It feels like a time where suddenly things burst into life. You know, everything starts happening at once. Really positive messages to start off your reading with. So let's get you some oracle cards. Group 2 is coming towards you in February. And I will also be pulling a card from the Energy Oracle cards deck, which the Daughter Romance is from. Group 2. So fairies, number 28, words, fairy energy around you at this time. Words is interesting. That seems to me like communication, talking to people more, maybe more socializing. And this could be connected to the Page of Cups, so the new person that you're growing closer to, new friend, new possible date or romantic partner appearing around February. So talking more, opening up more. Okay, that was very quick. We've got endurance, the cactus. Yeah, it definitely seems like you've stuck through some tough times and now things start to turn around for you in February, and it lasts a long time. Like, that's what I feel from the Star, is that this isn't just, and from endurance as well, it isn't just a temporary turnaround where things go well for a while and then it settles back down again. It feels like this is lots of new things to look forward to. It's like a whole new chapter where there's a lot of positivity. Okay, so then we have number 1, the Healing Temple, restoration, cure, and safety. So like I said, healing, health being improved at this time. It doesn't just need to be physical health. It can be mental health. It can be emotional health. And I think as well, there is such a thing as like social health. Like, you know, when you feel like you're getting enough socializing, enough communication from people, enough contact from other people, because I feel like that can really contribute to your overall well-being as well. But I think it's almost like a separate part, you know, by itself, social well-being. Gorgeous colors from that deck. And there seems to be a lot of kind of glowy, starry, shimmery images coming up for you. So then we have ritual, invocation. Wow. So yeah, again, this feeling of manifestation, like you've been trying to manifest a person or a particular series of events into your life, maybe manifesting certain opportunities. It's funny actually, because you seem to be getting messages about this new person and you picked Daughter Romance, whereas group 1 who picked Daughter Spirit, their reading was very spiritual. So I'm wondering if all 3 piles are actually going to follow the theme that I chose for them, even though I wasn't sure that they would. You know, I just put the cards on each pile and I thought, we'll see what comes out. But I didn't think that they would necessarily follow that theme. Oh, you've got a few cards coming out here. So this one dropped out first, Awaken Your Vulnerability, number 3. So I guess being more honest with people, because that can make us feel vulnerable. You know, when we talk about things we've experienced and we share those personal memories with people or those personal feelings, I think as well, maybe telling other people how we feel about them, that can make us vulnerable. Opening up to receiving help from others often makes us feel vulnerable. But it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It doesn't have to be a situation where you feel like someone takes advantage of that vulnerability or someone has power over you. It can be a very liberating thing, actually, to be vulnerable sometimes and not always have to feel like this cactus, like you always have your guard up, or like you're always trying to defend yourself from other people. You know, being vulnerable can be very freeing. So then we also have experience rebirth, number 12. So like I was saying, the sense of healing, the sense of freshness, this new chapter of positivity coming your way. Interesting that it's number 12 because I can also see the number 64 there. So that could be a special number for some of you. And then number 1, access clear thinking. So yeah, this clarity, this healing of mental health. I'm seeing relief in terms of mental health, but also a clear understanding of what you want to do as well. Relief is one of the main words that I keep having pop up in my mind for this group. So now I'm going to get you a message from loved ones in spirit, or spirit guides if you don't have any passed over loved ones. Okay, you've actually got 2 of these cards as well, so you're getting multiple cards, group 2. So number 33, put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. Right, so you're being encouraged to move around, exercise as a form of therapy or a form of clearing your head, even if it's not like intensive exercise. It doesn't have to be like, you know, running or doing squats or anything like that. It can just be something gentle like walking, dancing, moving around. And then number 34, we support you as you cleanse and clear both inside and out. Wow. That's just been repeated in these messages already. So yes, cleansing and clearing, healing, letting go as well. I'm hearing letting go of things from the past disappointments. Okay, group 2. Strategy in the reverse, number 21. That's interesting. This feels like you're letting go of expectations almost, like you're letting go of any pressure that you've been putting on yourself, and you're just trying to see where things go. You know, for once, just not having a plan, just living in the moment, just seeing where life wants to take you, what opportunities will pop up for you. So that's quite nice, this kind of slow sense of taking off the pressure. Bone Collector in the reverse, number 1. You're getting number 1 coming out a lot as well, which is good for manifestation. So Bone Collector in the reverse is normally about holding on to the past. So I feel like it's just a message of not holding on to those past disappointments, not holding on to what you felt you didn't achieve in the past. It's moving on from that. You know, you're being asked not to dwell on those past energies because there's no sense in doing that. By doing that, you are limiting yourself, and you're also kind of losing your future and your present if you spend all of your time in the past. So then your Dragon Oracle card, group 2, is Golden Orange Dragon. Expands your light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior, help those in need, and remember your magnificence. And this one has like a pen and a book, so maybe some of you like writing as a way to clear your mind. Maybe some of you have a blog, and that's what it's talking about with helping those in need. Maybe you have some kind of therapy blog, and people turn to that when they're struggling. But that's interesting. So be there for others as well. Don't shut people out. I see you talking a lot more in this month than you have been recently. Okay, then you have 2 of these cards as well from the Loving Words from Jesus deck. Blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. And your heavenly Father knoweth that you have need of all these things. Interesting. So this one, I feel like it's about hearing messages from Spirit. It's about being guided and following that guidance. So like, not only are you hearing those messages, but also you're following it as well. You're not just hearing the message and then thinking, oh, it's not really a message. You know, that feels weird, but it's not for me. You're actually following this. You're very aware at this time. I think that's what it was talking about with the heightened intuition, the greater awareness in February. And then your Heavenly Father knoweth that you have need of all these things. I don't think it's about material possessions at all. I feel like it's about you asking for what you need in life in terms of opportunities, in terms of people, in terms of energy. It's like you're manifesting this kind of dream life or ideal life, and it's saying, we know that this is what you need, we're going to bring it to you. We know that you have identified what it is that you need and want. Group 2, February. Breach, beautiful, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So there's this strong orangey red colour that I see, but also green seems to be quite strong for all of you. And flames and sparkles and glitter, that's coming out a lot in your cards. So yeah, taking back your power. Having the strength to move on from past difficulties and past disappointments. Not dwelling on the past. And also Breach, very strongly associated with poets, writers, anything to do with that creative flame. So let's get your affirmation for this month, and then we'll move on to your charms and dice. Group 2. Okay, so your affirmation is connect. I create strong emotional connections with the important people in my life. So definitely this month is a lot about speaking to people, and it's about being vulnerable and opening up to those people. And it's about making new friends or meeting new people as well, insofar as you're able to do that. I do feel that there is at least one new person that is going to be brought into your life in February. So let's get your charms on top, group 2. Sorry if you can hear banging in the background as well. There's some works going on at the moment, and I can't really film at any other time. So let's get this on top. If you don't like the sound of the charms, just turn down the volume a little bit, because I know some of you like it and some of you find it a bit grating. That's fine. So group 2, what's coming towards you in February? So we have the letter Y and the letter L. So immediately when I get those two together, I think of LY, which is an abbreviation for love you in British English at least. I'm not sure if it's the same in America. And then we have imaginative, which is the reverse side of the Cancer charm. So Cancer energy, which I already mentioned, and imaginative as well, because that is also connected to that Page of Cups energy of dreaminess, being open and receptive to signs and symbols. So definitely a good sign for those of you who have a creative hobby or even a creative job, and you rely on your intuition, you rely on your imagination. We've got endurance coming through as well in the Canada charm. Some of you may have a connection to Canada, but this is just this symbol of stamina and strength and getting through the tough times and just being able to move forward, recognizing that this is a process. It's not something that you're going to overcome overnight, but you will see massive changes in February for the better. Also, these binoculars, this is kind of a warning against overanalyzing your situation. Don't look too deeply into what's going on around you. Just follow that gut feeling. Follow the guidance that you feel you're being given. Nurturing yourself as well, because I feel like a lot of you have been really kind of hard on yourself recently. And it's funny that you've got the watering can on this kind of image of the water there. So possibly spending time near water or in water, even if it's just a bath. Maybe therapeutic for you in February. We've got the flower there. That's a beautiful symbol telling you that you are beautiful. And also the cartouche. So you are going to be heavily protected in this lifetime and in the next lifetime as well. It's kind of a 2-lifetime deal when we get the cartouche there. So there's a lot of spiritual involvement in your life, and there will be in the next one as well for you. So let me get your dice on top and finish off your reading, group 2. So we're rolling number 1. That's the fantasy dice, these ones. see how many we're going to roll. Oh, that's a 1, so I'll roll again. I always roll again if I get a 1 or a 0. And a 0 there. Okay, we'll roll again. How many dice for group 2? 2. Okay, so not very many messages from the dice today, you guys. Which is fine. There's no point giving you extra messages if they're going to be confusing or if they're not going to be helpful for you. So group 2 in February, what's coming up? Okay, abundance. That's a gorgeous message with the haystack. And nice that it landed on this card as well, because it's kind of saying this is coming towards you. Like, we know that you need these things that you've asked for. We know that you need the things that you're manifesting. So this is coming your way, this gorgeous abundance. And then also we have adventure, traveling and adventure, possible opportunities for traveling. I haven't really seen that in the rest of the cards, so it could just be about, you know, going out for walks more often, getting a change of scenery, but improved adventure in February, like exciting new things coming your way. So I hope you're as excited as I am for you for next month, group 2. This looks like a really amazing month, which is like a turning point for you with lots of new things coming in. Definitely seems to be a particular person who's coming in February, plus lots of healing, lots of inspiration, and lots more living in the moment as well, as you choose to let go, not just of the past, but also of pressure that you put on yourself in the present day and in the future. So thank you so much for watching this, group 2. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me here today. Please do comment below, let me know how it resonated with you. Like, share with a friend, subscribe. Thank you so much. And if any of you would like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, then definitely check out my description box. I have lots of links in there, so you can go and follow me on my social media pages if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page. I have exclusive content that I only post on Patreon, and it's just a way to kind of get to know me a little bit better as well. If you'd like to donate to the channel, then thank you. You can do that through my Etsy page. I have a tips jar there. I also have a PayPal link for tips and donations, and I do have my Amazon wishlist for new decks as well. And thank you so much to everyone who's done that, or everyone who's even just looked over my wish list to see if there's anything that caught their eye. And yeah, if you'd like to book an angel healing session with me, then I have those available on Etsy still, so definitely check that out if you're interested. And I hope you have an amazing month ahead, group 2, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Hey there, group 3. If you chose number 34, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, then this is going to be your reading with the Ramses Tarot of Eternity. So let's see what's coming up for you in February. We've got charms and dice as always. And what's funny is that the previous piles, they've all kind of resonated with the door that I put on the pile. So group 1 was very much a spiritual reading. Group 2 involved some kind of romance going on or a new person. So I think it's interesting to see if this one is going to be the same. So group 3, February. Okay, so we've got the Page of Swords here. Interesting start to your reading. Then the Ace of Wands. The Tower. And Two of Swords. Okay, so very airy feeling to your reading so far. Air and fire, but especially air. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming out in your reading here. It feels honestly like a bit of a fresh start, because with the Tower here and the Two of Swords as well, group 3, it feels as though recently there have been big changes in your life, or there have been kind of revelations that you weren't sure how to take. Like when I get the Tower and the Two of Swords, it's like something happened and you didn't know what to do as a result of that. Like something changed, or someone told you something and you didn't know how to take it, or you weren't sure how you felt. You know, maybe there's been a big revelation in your family or your friendship groups. Maybe there's just been a change in circumstances for you and you're struggling to kind of come to terms with it. It's like you're not sure how you feel or kind of where to go from here. So February feels like a fresh start for you, group 3. And when I see the Page of Swords, it feels like you are kind of making it on your own a little bit. It feels like people have maybe not been taking your feelings into account, or you feel like circumstances have just been, you know, difficult for you recently. And it's like, right, from now on, I'm helping myself out. You know, when I get the Page of Swords, I feel like someone who is just working for themselves, not in a negative way, not like you're shutting other people out, but it's like you're stopping putting everyone else before yourself. This is a very independent person with the Page of Swords, and it's also a very curious person, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're open to new opportunities at this time. Some of you possibly open to a change of scenery. I feel like you want to move away, or you want to change jobs, or you're looking for a new group of friends. Things like that. It feels like these fundamental changes, group 3. And also like some of you just really trying to learn something as well. So some of you are possibly studying for a test or some kind of training that's happening. Ace of Wands is telling you newness, freshness, passion and excitement coming your way. So I'm really interested to see what the Oracle cards will pick up on, whether they'll tell us more about that. Let's start with this set of cards. So group 3 in February. Oh, well, that one jumped out. So Purity, Snow White, number 1. You got the number 1 with the Ace of Wands. So this purity is interesting. Like you want to set an example, you want to be different, or you want to show that like this tower situation is nothing to do with you. It almost feels like you're distancing yourself from someone. You're trying to prove that this is not my doing, or like I want nothing to do with this. Oh, getting a few of these Faerytale Oracle cards. Rumpelstiltskin, Secrets, number 16. Maybe that was what the tower is about, that someone revealed a secret and you weren't sure what to do about that. You weren't sure how you felt about the situation. And Children of Leah, Voice, number 37. So now this is your response in February. You're speaking out against your circumstances, against these truths that were revealed. You're now kind of reacting to what's been going on. So we have Faith here with Passion Flower, gorgeous, gorgeous color card. Really unusual colors here. So have faith in yourself, I feel. Have faith in the universe to bring you new opportunities. It honestly feels like a big change for you, group 3. Like you're just so fed up of the status quo that you're determined to move on. And almost, I feel almost as well like you're trying to prove yourself for some reason. Okay, then you have 2 of these Oracle of the Hidden Realms cards. So number 38, the Hidden Worlds, changing consciousness, awareness, extrasensory perception. So that's curious because I want to focus on changing consciousness. Yes, you may be aware of other things that are going on. You may be very in tune with your guides, for example, or fairy spirits, or, you know, dragons, fire elementals, water elementals, whatever it is. You may be very in tune with those elementals or spirit guides that are there for you. But changing consciousness is what I was drawn to immediately. And so it feels like you're changing your mindset. You're changing the way you think or approach a person or situation, because I really feel as though something just happened that you never expected to happen, or it came out of the blue, or you were kind of lost faith in someone as a result of what's happened. And now you're thinking differently about previous choices or your situation, your position, maybe in your friendship group or your family or at work, and you're thinking differently. You're going to make different choices. And we have number 44, returning home, transition, life between lifetimes, loving welcome. So this could mean that some of you are moving home or moving back in with someone, you know, or moving to your hometown. You could just be moving to a place that's new to you but feels like home, you know, like you're settling into this nice new place. Could be about finding new friends who feel like home, finding a new job that feels fulfilling. You're going home in February, whatever that means for you personally. Group 3. Mabon, balance. So balance as well between light and dark. Maybe you've had to stop yourself from saying certain things so that you don't upset someone because of the way they've behaved. It just feels a little bit like the Temperance card here. You could also be planning something for the time of Mabon, or hear news that is kind of associated with the time of Mabon, which is in September. Then you have contemplate death and beyond, number 6. So kind of really asking yourself the big questions, group 3. It's like you're saying, well, where do I stand now in life? You know, I feel like you've had to reevaluate a lot of your life choices and possibly your position, as I've said, within your friendship group or your family or something. It feels like there's been a big shift. And now you're asking yourself, well, what can I do to make sure that I get the most out of life? You know, what can I do to put myself at the forefront and instead of other people? You know, maybe you feel like you're just not being noticed enough, or you're not being put at the center in the way that you perhaps should be. And so you feel like, okay, well, if these people are not going to acknowledge me, I'm going to have to acknowledge myself or find people who will. So let's get you a message from passed over loved ones, group 3, or if you don't have any loved ones in spirit, then this is going to be from your spirit guides, who you're going to be very in contact with in February. Okay, so you've got 2 of these as well. Focus on the positives. You know there are many, number 29. So that's nice. You know, trying to find the bright side in a situation, even if you feel like it's rocked your world. Try and focus on the positives. And also I feel, when I was reading this, I thought that it said, you know, there are many to come. Maybe because we see this pier kind of stretching out in front of us. So it's like the future is unfolding. But I feel like that was an extra message from Spirit. There are many positive things to come for you. And just because maybe this situation hasn't worked out the way you wanted it to, or someone seems to have got their happiness or success before you, doesn't mean that you won't. You know, there is so much to come for you, group 3. It feels like this is honestly just the start. It's almost like you kind of half felt like you were giving up, or like this was the end for you, but it honestly feels like it's the start, group 3. Never forget you are loved. Love never dies, number 9. And that's gorgeous, especially if you are, as I said, maybe feeling not very acknowledged by people or feeling pushed out. Love never dies, especially for those of you that have been bereaved recently. That's a message from your loved ones in spirit. Group 3. Whoa, number 48, Angel of Balance. So balance is this strong message for you. Have you noticed as well, there's a lot of kind of bluey, indigo, purpley colours coming through? Bit of a strong colour theme there. So there may be colours you want to wear at this time to kind of encourage, you know, calm or peace or higher consciousness. But yeah, balance seems to be very important here. Not rushing to extremes, even if you feel like your world has been rocked or you feel like something has to change. Don't do anything rash or self-destructive. Don't go and do something, you know, crazy or wild to get a reaction. It's like saying stay balanced, stay focused, because there's so many good things going to come for you, group 3. Okay, so here we've got number 34, spark. So new ideas, creativity, increased energy, I feel, group 3. It's like, you know, you've got more focus, you've got more staying power, you've got just so much more energy in February to get things done. And follow the leader, number 40. So being this leader, leading by example, not rising to a situation where someone is provoking you or someone is trying to make you feel pushed out. You follow your own path, okay? And let those other people see you and follow you. If you feel pushed out, if you feel unacknowledged, continue to do what you're doing. Go towards your goals, because people are going to realize, they're going to wake up and realize, oh my God, this person is doing so well. Like, I honestly feel you're going to come out on top in this situation, group 3. Like, you're going to be the person who has the last laugh here. So your Dragon Oracle card is Golden Christed Dragon. Brings you higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light, you are protected, expand your heart, and remain 5th dimensional. So literally, instead of closing your heart because of this situation. It's saying open it more. Dare to be so brave that you open your heart more despite what's happened. You know, show that you have so much to give in this life, so much love to give, so much knowledge to pass on. And they're so prominent, these cards. I feel it's like you're going to be standing up and being this incredible role model or this amazing leader who just shows, you know what, I'm rising above these lower vibrational energies. I'm not getting sucked into this family drama or, you know, whatever it is that's making me feel triggered or hurt or neglected. I'm not getting sucked into it. I am setting my own example. I'm leading my own path. Okay, then 2 of these cards for you as well. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Gorgeous message. And let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So these are your living words from Jesus cards. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Another group got this, I can't remember which one. But the way that I understand this message is that it's about asking for help if you need it, but also about exploring new things. You know, if people don't know that you're struggling, then they can't help. So I'm not saying that you have to tell these people that they've hurt you, but you can tell maybe a friend that you're struggling, or that you just, you know, can't cope with what's going on at the moment. You feel like it's taking up a lot of your space mentally or emotionally, and let that person open the door to help you. They're not going to know you're outside waiting for that help unless you knock. And secondly, with the thing about new opportunities, I feel like it's saying unless you put yourself in the position to experience new things, to talk to new people, to do new things, to go new places, then you won't have those opportunities. You've got to kind of take that first step by knocking, metaphorically, by putting yourself in that position. And then this gorgeous card here, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. I honestly feel like this is just a way of saying what I've been trying to say in this entire reading is you're going to come out on top of this situation. Whatever this is, please don't let it define you. Please don't let it take away from the amazing things that you have to do in this world, from all of these goals that you're going to achieve, all of this brilliant light that you have to shine. Please don't let it be dimmed by this situation, group 3. So I just want to get a couple more cards. One from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck, and then also an affirmation for you for February. And then we'll do your charms and dice. Okay, so we have Lord Shiva, Transcendence, yes. Rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. So Shiva is the destroyer. Lord Shiva is the one who transforms karma, who puts an end to situations, and that's all about bringing in new beginnings as well, because when we bring about an ending, we also bring about a beginning. Transcendence and rising up is honestly what I was so drawn to from this card. You know, you will transcend this situation. You're bigger than this. You're better than what's going on here. You are going to rise up above this and honor your inner force, which I feel is saying honor your purpose. You know, not only are you this strong person, but you have this strong purpose in life. You're here to do something. You're here to achieve something. And that's what you're going to be seeing very soon, because these steps are being given. You're going to be hearing these messages from your spirit guides, from elementals, some of you as well. You're just going to be aware of where you're being guided to go, which is gorgeous. So let's get you your affirmation. Affirmation for February, group 3. Acceptance, yeah. I overcome my biggest challenges by accepting what is. So don't try and change this. I feel like it's just saying accept it for what it is. This is not your mess. This is not something for you to be dragged into. These circumstances, whether it's caused by other people or if it's just literally circumstances, you will overcome this. But the first step to overcoming something is accepting that it has happened, or accepting that it is occurring. So let's get your charms on top, group 3. Just my quick disclaimer as always, if you don't like the sound of the charms being shuffled, then just turn the volume down a little bit while I start shuffling, because I know some of you find it relaxing, and for some of you it's just not a nice sound. It's grating on your ears, so just always try and remember to tell you guys. So, group 3, what's coming up in February? interesting. So drawn straight away to this little love heart, which has actually landed on this card, Never Forget You Are Loved, Love Never Dies. So that is such a powerful message, you guys, especially for some of you. I feel like that's really going to hit really strongly. Then we've got the Ballerina, which for me is like the Page of Pentacles, taking things slowly. You don't need to tackle everything that you want to do at once. You can just slowly take it step by step. I feel like you guys are always trying to rush in and fix things immediately, or always want to kind of give 110%. And this is just saying, look, take it step by step. The first thing is accepting what's happened. You don't need to rush headlong into things all the time. We've got the baby tapir there, so children are an issue for some of you here, or they are affected by this situation. We also have the angel wing, so protection from the angels, and funny that it kind of landed there on that angel card. Healing happening for you guys as well, very much so, and yoga and meditation could help bring that about more quickly, so help to speed up the process of healing, the process of acceptance and transcendence. We have Pegasus there as well, so that's very much about healing and also about inspiration. Kind of divine intervention as well, it's kind of a divine rescue charm. We've got the Chamber of Secrets entrance charm there, so this is something that has been very difficult for you to deal with, something possibly traumatic in the sense that it has brought up old feelings, or it has kind of damaged the status quo in some way and shaken it up a little bit. So I completely get that this is probably not something that you will accept overnight, Group 3, but I feel like it's something you're really working towards. It seems to have been bubbling away for a long time, and it's now just kind of reached the boil, it's reached the surface, which may be connected to the secrets card, that someone has kept something from you or from everyone for quite a long time, and now it's, you know, reached the surface. It's like, what's happening, you know? We've got the key there as well, so solutions to problems, fixing things, unblocking energy. Kind of feel like unlocking a new door as well, hopefully the door to personal healing and happiness. And then finally the screwdriver, so that's also about fixing things, making something more stable in your opinion. So if you have felt this very Two of Swords, ungrounded, unsure, uncertain feeling, then it feels a lot more stable and secure in February. You feel more sure of where you're going and what you're doing. So I'll put your dice on top as well to finish up Group 3. Okay, so the 5th set of dice, those are the actions dice. They look like this. How many dice for Group 3, please? 2. Okay, so the dice have all been quite quiet in this reading. Everyone's got like 2, 1, very few dice. Okay. So Group 3, February. What's coming up for you in February? Interesting. So this feeling of having dropped the ball, overcalculated or miscalculated, also kind of, it feels like an oops moment, like an accident here. So you feel like something's gone wrong, but I honestly don't feel like this has anything to do with you. Group 3, it feels like something that you couldn't have prevented or you couldn't have changed. So try and keep that in your mind as well, that this isn't any of your fault. And then here we've got the person who is like drawing a person. So I feel like this is about you deciding the person you're going to be, also kind of like visualizing what your future life is going to be, what this ideal life looks like for you, and you're going to bring it about, because as I've said, you are going to have the last laugh here, and it feels like long term there's going to be so many positive things coming your way. You're just like, you're not even going to associate with this situation in the future, because you are just going to be so much higher than this. Like it will just be unrecognizable to you, your life in the future. I feel there's so much change that's going to go on in a very positive and upwards direction. So Group 3, I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're excited for the future, because this looks very positive. Please do like, subscribe, comment below if this resonated with you. Maybe even share this video with a friend if you think that they would enjoy it or find it helpful. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, then check out my description box, because I have lots of links in there to help you do just that. So you can go and follow me on some of my social media channels if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page, because I post exclusive content on there that doesn't get seen anywhere else, then you can also get to know me a little bit better on Patreon. And if you're looking to donate to the channel, then you can check out Etsy because I have a tips jar over on my Etsy page. I also have a PayPal link for tips and donations to the channel. And I do have my Amazon wishlist as well for new decks. So anyone who's looking to get a new deck for the channel, that's the place to go. And thank you so much to everyone who's donated, everyone who's even considered it as well. Thank you so much for your kindness and your continued support of this channel. And yeah, I'm offering angel healing sessions still on Etsy. Check that out if you're interested. And thank you so much for sharing your energy with me here today, Group 3, and spending time with me here. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead and a lovely rest of your day. And I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.